Hey guys, how y'all doing? BionicleSaurus here, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the Safari Limited Dilophosaurus. So first off, I'm going to say something that I don't say that very often about many figures, mainly because a lot of the figures I've been reviewing lately are very good ones, but when it comes to the overall appearance of this model, I'm honestly not that big of a fan. First off, we have the rather awful tripod pose. I mean, it's not the worst. I will commend them for having the tail straight out. Technically, it could achieve this pose, it's just that it probably wouldn't. Whereas some figures by Schleich or Papo have tails that very unnaturally curve down. A great example would be the 2015 Schleich Giganotosaurus, a figure which I hate. But anyway, so it's not a horrible tripod, but it really gives him a rather uninteresting look. One of the things that is yet another thing that kind of detracts from his overall just appearance is the colors. They're very well applied. I mean, they're very well painted. I do like the transitioning between different shades of gray and brown, but at the end of the day, it's just that. Gray and brown. There really isn't that much color breaking it up except for on the head and the crests, which granted does help, but not as much as it could if it were spread out onto more areas of the body. So, for overall appearance, I'm going to give him a B-. I'm honestly not that pleased. Now let's talk about detail. Now, the detail on this figure, it's not fantastic. We've really, as of late, pretty much since 2012 or so, we've come to expect individual scales from Safari Limited dinosaurs. That's the level of detail that they have achieved for the past few years. Back when they first revamped the Wild Safari Dinos line, they hadn't gotten there yet. They were still doing a lot of smooth textures or wrinkly skin. This figure has the latter. And so it doesn't come across as the best detailing, at least the texturing. The head, as you can see, does have individually sculpted teeth, although the paint application on mine anyway is a bit sloppy. I'm not going to really harp on them for that, mainly because I've seen plenty of pictures of this figure and not everyone's looks like that. Just mine. I got lucky! Hey. As you can see, though, the eye is very well painted. I'm so pleased with that. Sometimes Safari Limited figures, because they are hand-painted, the eye can be one of the weaker parts, but they really did a good job, and I wish that I had a better lens for macro stuff, because I would love to show you guys more up close, but hopefully you can get a pretty good idea of how it looks anyway. As you can see, the all-around just texturing of the figure is very, very basic, I must say. There's really not that much to comment on when it comes to the sculpt. The paint job, however, like I said, it's kind of basic, and it's one of the things that detracts from this figure's appearance. However, I don't know if you can exactly call this detail, but it is very, very well applied. The way all the different shades really flow into each other is very, very nice, and it's not something we see on every Safari Limited figure. So, for detail, I give this figure a B+. It's not extraordinary, but it's certainly not bad either. So, now let's talk a little bit about accuracy. First of all, they've given it very graceful and gracile proportions. As you can see, while the thighs are very muscular, the lower legs and feet are incredibly thin and bird-like. This is probably quite accurate, and probably better proportioning than, say, the Papo Dilophosaurus, which is quite less lanky and much more bulky. I think this is very good. Overall, I really can't see much fault. Has a very long neck, nice long tapering tail. Of course, the tripod pose, which I complained about with the appearance earlier, is also a bit of an issue accuracy-wise. However, there are some bigger problems to go over, so let's talk about those now. As you can plainly see, one of the hands is pronated. Not both, just one. You got halfway there, come on, why? It's so weird. It's like one hand is perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable, and the other one, he's a bunny rabbit now. It's really unfortunate to see that they got one right and then decided to make the other one pronated. I don't know why they're uneven like this in different postures, one of which is, of course, impossible for any theropod to achieve. So that really, really sucks. That poor One of my biggest issues is that he is heavily shrink-wrapped on his head. Not only have they completely overdefined the fenestrae and the orbit, they've colored them blue. It's like they're trying to highlight, like, hey, here, look, openings in his skull. It's really annoying that they actually, like, not only did they shrink wrap it, but they're, like, highlighting them with that bright, like, metallic blue. They're not the only company, this isn't the only figure to have that sort of thing, where the shrink-wrapped openings on the head are colored something different from the rest of the head, but gosh, it does annoy me. In the end, though, this figure does not have Maniraptoran wrists or a crazy curly tail like the Dilophosaurus. It does not have hugely oversized feet or like an awful, once again, curving tail like the new Dilophosaurus. Overall, while it has its flaws, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, reconstruction of this animal in toy form. Once again, it's not perfect, obviously I just went into detail about how it is not perfect, accuracy-wise, but it is incredibly good nonetheless. And so my final rating for accuracy is, again, like the detail, a B+. So my final rating for this figure is a B. Overall, it isn't the best looking figure, but looking at it as a reconstruction and not just something to stare at and think looks cool or not cool, it is a very good representation of this animal with very few anatomical flaws. And while the detail isn't up to today's standards, for the time for where Safari Limited was at back in 2007 or 2008, whenever this figure came out, it is fairly good. And so overall, it's far from perfect, but it is a very good figure nonetheless. Thanks for watching, and BionicleSaurus signing out.